Instagram to never ever miss any of my crazy updates. Hi guys and welcome to another vlog. I'm riding this. This is the Indian Chief Dark Horse. The key is actually quite nice. It gets keyless entry, which means that if the key is in my pocket, the bike will unlock, or you can also put a passcode without the key to unlock the motorcycle. That's kind of cool. Now, if you have been to a casino, you would remember, you might have played it online, that this actually looks like that game wherein numbers spin and then you can decide, I mean, if all of them match, then you win some prize. That is how the light looks. Okay, that is the low beam. This is the high beam, and attention detail is amazing. It says Indian on the inside. This is a massively amazingly looking motorcycle with a lot of attention to detail. In fact, Indian did not want to ruin the motorcycle's design at all. So all the electronic bits are actually placed here lower down. So nothing is there on the top. Okay, the wheels also look really nice. These are machine cut alloy wheels. 130/60/19 is the size of the front tire. Meanwhile, at the rear, it is even more massive. Of course, it is a 180/65/16. There you can see it, massive tire. And of course, it gets belt drive. You can see the lights. It gets all LED lights, and we'll actually go ahead and see the lights again because these ones look really very nice. Obviously, you get hazard lights as well. Not much chrome as such. It's completely blackened out. It gets a V-twin engine. It says established 1901. It's a single seater. So yeah, it arrives alone. Says Indian Chief right here. In fact, there's a dummy button just for symmetry. This one actually works, and on the handlebar, of course, it says Indian. So crazy amount of attention to detail. Only the levers seem to be chrome on this motorcycle. Let's do one thing. Let's turn around all the way. It's kind of low slung, of course, because this is also low. There's going to be the tendency to scrape. It has scraped many times as such. Says Indian motorcycle there. This actually shuts. Usually that doesn't happen to the rider's pegs, of course. This is the master cylinder for the rear brake, which is placed really close as well. So great attention to detail on this motorcycle. Now earlier bikes I think had two of these just for symmetry. This one just has a single one, and anyone can actually open this. So there is no key needed to actually put fuel or water to play mischief with someone's motorcycle. That's kind of a bummer. I can smell it right now. This instrument cluster is amazing. It's actually a touchscreen unit. Yeah, it's a touchscreen unit, which is amazing. And then you can browse through a lot of information by getting into this menu. So this is actually for the rider mode, or I can just press this button right there and browse through a lot of information. There you can see fuel meter, current ride details, and there's a map which obviously does not work in India. So this is super duper cool as well. In fact, I can use this button to browse through a lot of information here. Yeah, that's right. I can get into odometer, twin trip meters. Lovely looking unit. A touchscreen as well. Now this is obviously low beam, high beam. This is for the horn. This is for indicators, and this is for the hazard light. You have to keep it pressed for a bit, then it turns on. This is to operate the music system because obviously it's got Bluetooth connectivity. However, right now there is no phone connected, which means that if I press this menu, one second here, let me get out of this. It's a bit, I mean, the touch doesn't work so flawlessly. Here you can see it says music and phone. Tells you to actually connect your phone. That's how it works. But hey, this is actually quite nice. It's too modern as such on a motorcycle which doesn't look that modern. This is to turn on the bike. Engine kill switch. Okay, there it turns on. This is actually to turn on the bike when you have the key in your pocket. This is for the cruise control. And let me do one thing. Let me rev the motorcycle. Revs nice and clean. Front master cylinder. Objects in the mirror are closer than they appear. Of course they are. Let's do one thing. Let's start riding this beast right away. Alright, let's turn on the bike, which means pressing this button, keys in my pocket. You can see this nice graphic which comes. Only thing is, yeah, there it is. It says Indian motorcycle right there. And another good part is, arey chalu kyun nahi hoti bhai? Ho ja chalu. Okay, it's going to turn on now. So the good thing is that, oh my god, it's so freaking slow, unbelievable. Anyways, I just have to tap it once and then the motorcycle turns on. Like, that is really very nice. Into first gear, and my goodness, the handlebar is like really very ahead. I have to be extreme. Oh my god, there it actually jumps through. I wish the brightness could have been better. It says warning. Abhi bhai, warning hogi. Ab to chal aage. So you have to actually accept this warning thingy, then only it moves. Motorcycle has a lot of punch for sure, but I think the fueling is a bit iffy here for sure. Of course, why am I saying sure again and again? Brakes are
well, not that great honestly. The bike weighs around 304 kgs. It deserved better brakes. It should have had dual discs at the front, but hey, the engine is absolutely stunning to say the least. False neutral already. Now ground clearance is not an issue in spite of the fact that the bike has really low ground clearance. You can clear speed breakers without any hitch whatsoever. Now this is an 1890cc motor. Yeah, it is an air-cooled engine. That's the reason it heats a lot. In fact, false neutrals are in plenty. Now because it heats a lot, now you have to keep your legs very wide. Otherwise it can burn your feet or leg or whatever for sure. Because yeah, they have not really done well with the cooling of this motorcycle. In fact, that is the reason why the rear cylinder actually shuts off. Yeah, it has got rear cylinder deactivation tech. It shows you in the instrument cluster also when that happens. That is purely so that, you know what, the bike can actually cool down. It's not for better fuel efficiency, and in terms of fuel efficiency, you should return around 15 kilometers per liter. So 1890cc V-twin motor, which actually produces 162 newton meters of torque at 3200 rpm. Indian does not tell us how much horsepower it makes, but I guess should be around 100 or so. It's actually an easy motorcycle to ride in spite of the fact that it does weigh quite a lot. However, I cannot deny the fact that the handlebar is a bit heavy, and then taking a U-turn is an absolute pain in your rear. It's like an impossibility, something you should not even try on this bike. Around these long sweepers and all, handling is good. There's plenty of grip on offer, but you know, around tight corners you are really going to struggle. The 3 riding modes, and I'm actually riding on a lower mode as such, so I'm just going to shift it. Even with your gloves you're able to operate it. See, Tour, Standard and Sport. So I'm going to get into Sport. You have to leave the throttle. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, this is absolutely crazy in Sport. There's no traction control on offer, which makes it a very dangerous motorcycle. Now I need to get out of this. That's a bit pain. Okay, let me just press this back button here. Yeah, and off we go. Oh my goodness, I'm so scared of this bike because it has got way too much punch. There's no traction control, and then it pulls really hard and strong. It's got ride-by-wire tech, but there's no traction control. In second gear it's doing 108 kilometers per hour. You know what, it does have quite a lot of vibes which can be felt on the handlebar and the pegs, but only past 4000 rpm. Below that it feels very refined. It's got a good low end punch. It's got a good mid-range as well. It's got a stupendous top end. In fact, the mid-range is also really nice. So this is a motorcycle which has grunt throughout. That is the level of performance on offer. The tank size is I think 15.1 liters, but you have to be really very careful while opening throttle because this bike, in spite of the fat tire and a lot of grip, is not able to contain all that, or rather put all that power down. It just wants to go from right to left to center. That is the level of performance. And then the brakes are disappointing. The clutch is obnoxiously heavy. I've never seen such a heavy clutch in a cruiser motorcycle. Okay, I might have, I'm exaggerating, but still the clutch is heavy. The gearbox could be still smoother shifting as such. Get into higher gear there where it feels better, but you know, I'm so stretched out. In fact, even though I have Kanun ke haath, I still don't feel comfortable because the handlebar is so far ahead on this bike. Absolutely crazy. And it feels uneasy at very low speeds, kind of knocking as such. And then we're just going to change the cluster mode. This is so confusing. I don't even know what it's trying to tell me. Mirrors give a decent view of what's around, not the best, and the ride is a bit iffy. I mean, it's fine on good roads, but get on a bad patch and you realize, yeah, it does have very low suspension travel, and that makes it kind of bothersome on bad roads. Not the best bike to ride on Indian roads, to be really honest. You need a smooth tarmac for sure. And off we go. First gear, 60-ish. It pulls really very strongly. This engine just has so much punch in every possible gear. Now we are in 6th gear, trying to cruise along peacefully, but still there's so much grunt. Get into the throttle, it absolutely lunges ahead. The performance is amazing. It's just fantabulous performance from this motorcycle, but I wish it was lighter. I wish there was some electronic aids as well, because I definitely miss traction control. There's just so much grunt on offer. I think there's a 12-volt charging socket also somewhere. I need to find that, maybe wherever it doesn't matter. What matters is that this is not a bike for the city. And then the horn, where is it? That's fine. Let's try and filter through traffic. And here we go. I don't know what problem this auntie has. She wants to get inside all the lanes. I think she's playing Tetris. That's why someone has played Tetris with her car as well. So this is a cruiser motorcycle which is kind of sporty as well. Pegs are, I would say, a front set, of course. But we are going to use a fantastic feature of this motorcycle. Oh my god, fueling could be so much better because kind of iffy. आगे पीछे ऐसे दौड़ती है, पता नहीं जैसे क्या हो रहा है. Okay, yeah, like that. It wants to gallop ahead like a mad horse. Oh no, not a mad horse, a dark horse instead. Now what you're going to do is we are going to get into a higher gear, fourth gear. I have to really modulate this thing. I have turned on cruise control. Here we are going to set a speed. I'm just going to increase the speed right now. I've put it at around 62 kilometers per hour. There it's actually 67. I don't know what speed I've put it at, but here very comfortably it is cruising. It's maintaining a speed without any hassle. That is the beauty of such a motorcycle. You actually need to use cruise control to tame this beast, because otherwise it's just so freaking fast, like crazy fast. Wants to gallop ahead. Now it's calm, now it's at peace. Now I can just ride it like a sane person, not like that R15 just going all over the place. Now this is exactly what this motorcycle is made for, and it absolutely excels in this regard. Very easy going, very nice to ride. And now we're going to attempt a U-turn, which is going to be an absolute pain in my rear, so I will just decide to abandon it. Problem is this guy, now he's standing where the U-turn should be happening, but anyways, can't complain. Okay, U-turn is over, so we are not going to go there, and off we go. And the R15 is gone, that FZ is trying to race, and off we go. Come on Indian, you have got the punch. Wear helmet at the back also. No beating an Indian in terms of outright acceleration, because they're absolutely bonkers. But there's a problem, and the problem lies with a lot of wind blast. There's so much wind blast, an absolutely obnoxious amount of wind blast from this motorcycle. So yeah, you can't really hold on to speeds because it's going to tire you out with the kind of wind blast it has to offer. And there the R15 goes, because I honestly wouldn't care much about it. I would just slow down and let that guy go, because it's all about enjoying the whole journey with the wind in the hair. And just, you know what, I knew the signal is red any which way, so we're just going to stop there and then we're going to start again. I wish the gearbox could be a little bit smoother and the brakes could be a little bit, not a little bit, quite a bit better as well. That's not actually an R15, that's a CBR 250R. Faisal, what are you doing? I'm sorry about that. I could care less about it, but here off we go. That's what I was wondering, how is it so fast? It's not an R15. R15 150cc is not going to be making those kind of moves. Now when the vibes happen, you can't see anything in the rear view mirror either. Price of this motorcycle happens to be 23.5 lakhs, making it pricey for sure. Obviously it's a CVU, so could be a lot more attractively priced. There CBR goes, signal is red, so I would care less. And here we're going to try and take a U-turn to see exactly how it fares. So U-turn in 2 seconds, because it's going green any moment. And now you can see my pain. It's so difficult to take a U-turn. This is when you actually feel the weight of the motorcycle. Problem is your hands are not long enough that you can manage the U-turn that easily either. Oh yeah, baby, 0 to 100 kilometers per hour should take around 4 seconds. Only trickiness is, how do you launch this bike with so much performance and no traction control? You're always scared silly, ride by wire, giving instant throttle response. So guys, this is my vlog of the Indian Chief Dark Horse. Earlier I thought it's Black Horse, so I was going to come up with a joke that this is the Kala Ghoda. There's actually a place in Mumbai called Kala Ghoda, but anyways, that's a bad joke for a different day. Let's stop here and let's launch once again. On a nice open road, this bike will actually do 200 kilometers per hour. I kid you not. Aram se karegi 200. No fuss, but it remains stable at that speed with a lot of wind blast, because it has got a massive long wheelbase as well. Like the wheelbase is stupendously long. Of course it has to be, because this is a motorcycle which has to balance its weight also with that V-twin motor. Till now I have not got that rear cylinder shut off, so I'm just going to get into 6th gear, get it to cruise mode, hoping that will happen any moment. And let's see if it actually shuts the rear cylinder. Oh yeah, it has got 3 riding modes. There's Tour, there's Standard, and there's Sport. We are in Sport right now. In Tour it is actually not that punchy. Standard is, I think, the best balance of both, and in Sport it's scary. It's really very scary. Doesn't shut its cylinder in 6th gear or what? Anyways, I love the way the tachometer and all the attention to detail has been done on this motorcycle. We're just going to keep it calm and collected. Come on, shut one of your cylinder. What are you doing, dude? Don't embarrass yourself, don't embarrass me. I proudly claim that it has such high-tech technology that it shuts one of the cylinders. There it is, oh my god, it has shut one of the cylinders. Oh my god, oh. Okay, stop overreacting on that. Well, unexpected twist. It's time to end. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure to give the thumbs up. That's a like button, and also subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys in the next video real soon. Oh, my throat pains so much right now. You have no idea, but the tachometer glows red is so fantastic as well. Bye bye.